So hopefully those of you that were watching will come back, or we'll get some new people to watch. Either way, welcome to the channel. I am now sitting in the tractor and I am dragging the manure. And I thought it's going to be a little loud, but I'm going to start the tractor and take you with me on some of my chores and farm walkabout. And this is just part of the stuff we do here on the farm. It's not all horses. It's all kinds of stuff that we do here. And part of that is maintaining the property. And so I've got her running. We're in four-wheel drive, just makes it easier. There's more power on the tractor when you're in four-wheel drive. And so we're dragging the manure that's in the box behind us. It's one of the maintenance chores you have to do when you have animals, to make sure that you consolidate all the manure. And so get some other people to join, then I'll flip you around. You can see what we're doing. This is a tractor we upgraded to last year, and it does a lot more work on the farm, makes life a lot easier for me, you know, because farm work is heavy work. So you know, the more the tractor can do for me, the better it is for me. So let me flip you around here. You can see we're driving out to the behind the arena. We have an area here on the back of the property where we take the manure and we drop it off out here, and it helps improve the soil on this area of ground, so it grows more grass in the winter months when we get our rainy season. You hear the drag on the tractor because I'm picking up more material. Okay, so let me, oops, squirrel running through. So you can see all the dust. So I'm going to lift the box up. The box is going to come up, and then that's going to dump all the manure that I just dragged out here. Just dropped off this manure right here. So I just dropped that off. And now we're going to go back out towards behind the arena. So I do this a couple times a week, and it keeps the flies down, and it also it improves the soil out here on this part of ground that the sheep and donkeys graze on once we have grass after the winter season. And yeah, it's dry now. Everything will be dry until the rainy season starts again in a couple of months. Like I said, we're behind the arena. There's our arena. Hello. Thanks for joining. Squawk and, is that not the Honda? Sorry if I butchered your names, but yep, so there's my arena, and then this is the area where we just drag the manure from behind the paddocks. We have other paddocks over here. The sheep and donkeys like to use these paddocks during the day when it's hot. You can see the sheep are over here rubbing their wool off. These are hair sheep. See the boys over here? So they're hair sheep, and all the wool they have on them, they rub it off. So they shed it off. So we don't have to worry about, like with commercial sheep that have wool that has to be sheared, they shed the wool, so we don't have to worry about blowfly, you know, stuff like commercial sheep have problems with. And so now we're just going to bring the tractor back over and drop her off. But yeah, a lot of what we do. Hi, Dolores. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's a little different. I don't usually show a lot of the chores that I do, but this is one of the things that we do around here. So this in front of me is where I drop the manure from inside the barn. And you can see I've been dragging it around to spread it. Then I drop the box here on the back. So I drop the box goes down in the back, and I put it down so it's not all the way at the ground. So I have it raised up a little bit so it doesn't bog the tractor down as much. And then give me a little power. And then we'll go ahead and we'll drag some of this manure around and spread it, and it reduces the fly concentration. And it also improves the soil, because this is an area that we're going to develop for a future, so you can see a little of the back there. We're developing this for a future paddock, so this will be eventual grazing paddock. So I want to improve the soil here. So by dragging the manure around and turning it up, it'll help improve the soil. So when we do get the rainy season, the grass will be better. It'll be less weeds, and so a little bit. It'll have less weeds, and then it'll be better grass for the horses. It takes a couple of seasons to improve the soil, but we've done that in the front pasture, and we've done that in that side pasture that you just saw. That's we call it the island because it's kind of cut off by a ditch. And so anyway, we do that. And I'm just going to run around in here and just spread this manure around. This area used to be our burn pit. So we recovered this area last year so that I could use it for grazing for the horses. And of course the sheep and donkeys graze on it as well. But yeah, it's closer to the barn. It's easier to access for the horses. So I wanted to use this as another grazing paddock. And we've used a bunch of fill dirt in here from the back part of the property last year to build this up and make the soil better. Now it just needs the nutrients from the manure to improve the soil once the rainy season comes. So these are all the things that go into having horses or having a farm that most people are not aware of. That I don't just ride. I spend a lot of my time actually moving manure, improving the grounds, moving fences, all the farm work that I don't really focus on my channel that much. I'm not sure how many people are interested in it, but I do spend a lot of time in the tractor doing this sort of work. And I like the tractor because it's got the cab, and I've got AC in here. I'll show you my tractor here real quick. Turn the volume down. So I've got heat and air conditioning in here. This is why we upgraded the tractor. So I've got my nice vents here. I've got a radio, so I've got my Bluetooth hooked in so I can listen to my Pandora on my phone. I'm not kidding, just discovered this last week. So this is our windshield wipers front and back. This is the wash for the windshield, and these are our lights. I could not find the lights last year in the winter. I had no idea where they were, but I found them last week. Kind of at random too. I was looking around and going, where could they possibly have put the switches? And then I noticed they were there on the side. So I see. But yeah, so that was kind of hilarious. I had no idea they were there. My old tractor didn't have a cab, and so it was hot and dusty and just misery when I'd come out here to do chores. So this tractor is twice the power that our previous tractor had, plus it's got the cab, so I can do this when it's 90 degrees outside, and I can be comfortable here in the tractor getting some work done during the day. Whereas before I had to wait until real early in the morning or real late at night and use the lights because it was just too hot during the day to do chores. But we use the tractor for a lot of stuff. So there's our hay. So we've got about half half a stack. So a stack is about 68 bales. So we have a half a stack of meadow and a half a stack of alfalfa left. So we're going to get delivery here in a couple of months. We put this little garage thing in for the Kubota, so we can put the Kubota there, so it's protected. It has hay on it. We use that for feeding. And then over here we have the sheep pasture. It's open now, but they use it for feeding. I feed them their hay in the morning, so they're over there eating, doing sheep things. And then I use the tractor for getting hay bales off the stack. I use it for managing the driveways, the gravel driveways. We have a tool that we bought last fall, this spring. So it's got a spear on it, so we can get the bales off the top, so we don't have to go up there on a ladder. I don't really particularly like being, 15 feet off the ground retrieving hay bales that weigh 120 pounds a piece. So so that is some tractor work that I thought you'd find interesting. So I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for joining. If you like the content, please go ahead and like and subscribe on the channel. Check out my other videos. We just hit 2,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited. And now we're going to be going towards 3,000. So, and my channel actually yesterday just hit 1 million views for its lifetime, which is a huge milestone. So I'm really, really excited. But yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed some of my chores, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks.